Good afternoon, students. Earlier class we discussed about charge and properties of charge. So electric charges and fields. Okay. So today we are going to discuss principle of superposition. Principle of superposition. So according to the principle of superposition, the resultant force due to point charge is a vector sum of all the forces acting on the charge due to their charges. Okay. So the principle of superposition, the principle of superposition defined as the resultant force due to point charges is vector sum of all the forces acting on the charge. This is known as principle of superposition. So let us consider one stationary charge. The stationary charge is located at Q. The stationary charge Q at O. So here consider Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5 and so on, Qn stationary charges. The respective distances from Q R1, R2 and R3 and R4, R5 and Rn. So Q1 and Q2, Q3 and so on, Qn stationary charges distance from Q, R1 and R2 and R3 and so on, Rn. Okay. So the force acting due to point charge Q1. Okay. So according to Coulomb's law, the force acting between these two stationary charges, F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is Q1 into Q by R1 square into R cap. R1 cap. So this is F1 force. So similarly, the force acting due to point charge Q2, F2 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 Q by R2 square R2 cap. And similarly, the force acting due to point charge Qn, Fn is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Qn Q by Rn square and Rn cap. So the total forces acting on that point charge Q on Q, F is equal to F1 plus F2, so F3 and so on, Fn. Okay. So according to principle of superposition, the individual forces acting on that point charge is vector sum of net force. So this is known as the principle of superposition. Okay. So the net force should be equal to the vector sum of individual forces acting at that point charge due to respective charges. So this is called as principle of superposition. And next one is electric field. Okay. Electric field and electric field lines. What is called electric field? So we know that. Let us take one positive test charge. The positive test charge occupies some area, or the positive test charge influences some area. The area is said to be electric field. The area is said to be electric field. Okay. So electric field lines and also called as lines of force. What is called electric field line? So electric field line is a imaginary line. Electric field line is a imaginary line. It is along which the line is passing, along which a unit positive charge tends to move in electric field. So electric field line is a imaginary line. It can move the positive test charge in the electric field. So the electric field lines indicates the direction of electric field. The direction of electric field. Okay. So what are the properties of electric field lines? So electric field lines having some properties. So the electric field line starts from positive end and starts from positive charge and end at negative charge. End at negative charge. In isolated positive charge, radially outwards, and again in negative charge, radially inwards. Okay. So the tangent draw at any point in the electric field line. If a tangent is drawn, electric field line, the tangent shows the direction of electric field at that point. At that point. So any two electric field lines do not intersect with each other. If they are intersecting with each other, at that point it having two directions, two electric directions, it is not possible. So any two field lines do not intersect at each other. Okay. So it tends to contract longitudinally and expand laterally. It starts from the surface of the body. Okay. So the electric field lines are the imaginary lines. It shows the direction of electric fields. So it having some properties. The electric field line starts from positive charge and ends at negative charge. If we take one isolated positive charge, radially the electric field lines are outwards. If you take a negative charge, it in inwards, look like in inwards. So if a tangent is drawn on electric field line, the tangent shows the electric field direction at that point. If any two electric field lines does not intersect with each other, if they are intersecting with each other, so what happens? It having two directions, it is not possible. Okay. So let us take one isolated positive charge. So the electric field lines are outwards. If we take a isolated negative charge, the electric field lines are inwards. If we take unlike charges positive and negative, what happens? It starts from positive charge and end at negative charge. If we take one uniform electric field, so the field lines are parallel to the electric field. So intensity of electric field is more the uniform electric field. Okay. So this is called electric field lines. Thank you.